What's up, y'all? It's your girl Nick, and yes, I'm in the kitchen cooking. So, couple of quick updates. I'm still using my old everything pan, but I finally decided on a new one, and that is on the way. I will definitely share it when it comes in. But I wanted to talk to y'all about something. Tonight, I am making pasta Arrabiata. I just love saying it. I'm probably saying it wrong, but I like saying it. Pasta Arrabiata. It's kind of like a pasta puttanesca, but without the anchovies, and without the what do you call it? The capers and the olives and all that stuff. So kind of the same though, the same spiciness, the same good flavors. But that's not, neither one of those two things are what this is about. This is about Luffa. So y'all have been following along and y'all have been loving seeing this Luffa plant grow. And so what's happening tonight is I am testing out that theory that all parts of the Luffa plant are edible when they're young. So I think it was last week. Was it last week? I think it was last week that I made pepper steak and I added some of the Luffa to the pepper steak, and it was absolutely delicious. You know, all the flavors, of course, in pepper steak, the soy, the fish sauce, all of that is just like amazing umami anyway. So it was really, really good. So tonight, alongside this pasta arrabbiata, I am going to use I'm just going to use the Luffa gourd, a baby Luffa gourd. Hold on, let me show you what the baby looks like. Hold on. It's a baby, like a little bitty, like this. Thin, 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 super thin. This one is crooked, I don't know why. But anyway, super duper small compared to the other ones that are on the gourd. I've shown y'all that. I mean the ones that are on the vine, sorry. Anyway, so that's the size of the Luffa that I'm using. And then, let me just show y'all over here what I'm working with. Hold on. So some of these things are for the pasta, like, you know, the fresh oregano, the basil. I'm not even gonna use all of this basil, that's too much, but that's for the pasta. And I have onions and garlic. The garlic is divided because some of it is for the pasta, some is gonna be for the Luffa gourd. I'm gonna cook this just like I would cook spaghetti. That's why I slice like this. I'm not spaghetti, squash or zucchini. And this is how I normally make that, unless it's in a soup or something like that. And then these are the leaves. The leaves are edible. The leaves of the Luffa plant are edible as well. I only harvested a few of those because, listen, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but we're gonna try it. And so I'm gonna divide the garlic again, put that with some onions, and that's gonna go into the Luffa greens. And we're gonna see how all of this tastes together. So here I'm just going to prep my herbs. This is my basil, and I'm just gonna chop that up finely because that's gonna go in at the end with my pasta. And then I'm just stripping the thyme off the stems so that I can just throw that in as well, and it'll be ready to go. Here I have my pan, and I'm already sauteing some onions in there, and I'm gonna throw in my Luffa gourd that's sliced like zucchini. All right, you guys, so I have let my onions and my garlic, along with my Luffa, cook for, I don't know, about 5 minutes, but these are really small, so I use my eyes more than anything else. Sorry, that's my Lola. Use my eyes more than anything else. So just like squash, when it starts to get a little bit translucent, that's about when it's ready. So I'm just gonna season very lightly with some salt. I prefer sea salt, but it doesn't have to be sea salt. Anyway, some salt and a little bit of pepper. And I'm not gonna put a lot of spice on this because the pasta is gonna be really spicy. So that's that. Give it a stir. Give it a stir, and then give it a little taste. Y'all know I always gotta taste my food, always. So let's see. Tastes like squash. No difference. Anyway, so that's just about done. I'm gonna let it cook maybe about another minute or two because I left the skins on and I want the skins to get a little bit more tender. So that's it on the Luffa gourd. And next up, I will show you the actual greens. I put my loofah off to the side in a separate dish. I'm adding some more olive oil to the same pan with onions, and I'm going to throw my loofah leaves in there with some salt and pepper and a little bit of water. Now I'm starting my pasta, y'all. This is going to be so good. All right, you guys, so this whole meal is very quick cooking. Here's my Arrabiata sauce, and I'm just going to add back in the pasta. Always add your pasta back into the sauce so that it can absorb all that goodness. And you're supposed to let the tomatoes cook down quite a bit until all the juices are kind of gone, but then that ends up making it a little bit dry, so you have to add back some pasta water. I have a little bit of pasta water and along with the juice from the tomatoes. So that's that, and at the very, very end, I'm going to throw in the basil and the oregano so that we still have that flavor. And salt and pepper to taste. Y'all know how I do. I always taste. And speaking of tasting, let's get on this loofah, these loofah parts. That's what I'm going to call it. So right here I have the actual loofah gourd. That's the actual gourd. And here are the greens that I'm just now turning off. And I use the same pan and all the pan drippings from the actual gourd. So it's not official, y'all. It's not official until the hubby. I would say the hubby and Avery, but Avery eats all the things. Hi, sweetie.
Right.
Avery eats all the things, and I'm grateful for that. But if hubby tastes it and he says, "Oh yeah, that's not it," then that's not it. So he's about to taste the loofah gourd. Show the people what you're tasting. That's the loofah gourd.
Good.
What's it taste like?
Squash.
Tastes like squash and zucchini? Okay, that's exactly what we're going for. How about the greens? How about that?
Oh, well,
Try that.
I like greens, so.
Yeah, we love greens.
Good.
Does it need to cook a little bit more?
Yeah.
How much longer?
I don't know, maybe 5 minutes.
Maybe 5 minutes. Let me see, y'all. Like, you know, I always got to taste it. This has only been cooking for like 10 minutes. Yeah. Oh my God, it tastes really great though. I didn't know it would taste that good. So, loofah. It's the ultimate sustainable plant. So, we're eating the leaves, we're eating the actual baby loofah gourds, and we're gonna let the other loofah gourds just go, and we will bathe with them and wash our dishes with them and do all these things. Like, y'all, that's a win-win. Anyway, I'm gonna let these greens go for what, another 5-10 minutes. And we'll be ready to eat dinner. I'll show y'all the plate when we're done.